Well, good morning, everybody. I hope everyone is feeling great today. I feel like crap. I have to go get my lungs drained. I look terrible. Ooh, I should have cut my face yesterday. Yeah, I look pretty crappy today. And I'm going to probably not look too freaking nice to my show tonight either. Tonight's an open chat show. We're going to talk about different things. I'm going to do some changes on what I'm doing, so we're going to talk about that tonight. That's at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I thought I was talking about Twitter today, but I looked at my events and it says it's open chat. So what we're going to do is we're going to review tonight all the things that I've talked about so far. I'm going to go back through some of the apps. I have several little short videos. Some are long, some are short. We'll just do the short ones today. I'm going to go back through some of the apps that I've shared and whatnot today. So we're going to be pretty social today. I'm not teaching just a full topic. Like I thought it was I thought today I was doing Twitter, but I looked at my event today and it says open chat, which surprises me because I didn't think I scheduled an open chat today. But that's okay. Open chat's great because it goes very well with what I'm doing. Because yesterday I did my 1 o'clock. I knew no one would be in there, so I just did a run through. I added another day. So now I am on live. I have to change everything. Now I'm on live. Tuesday, 7 p.m. That is a helpful tip show. That's where we have a topic. I teach you something. I give you something. Wednesday, 1 o'clock. I'm still going to keep my Wednesday 1 o'clock time because eventually there will be people there at 1. Most of the housewives I know. Those aren't really resellers. Those are just people that want to buy stuff really cheap. So at 1 p.m. Central on Wednesday, you pop in, you tell me what you're interested in, like if you want bedding or you want anything. You just tell me what it is. I have the employee run the warehouse. Chances are I have it. And he pulls out a few totes and we just sit there and start filling your boxes. And it doesn't have to be just one person. Like if somebody comes in and says, I need queen size sheets. As a matter of fact, my employee today is looking for king size sheets because someone has a message to me that that's what they want. So I'll build them up a nice little box, give them a real cheap price because I'm just trying to empty a warehouse. Guys, I burned $10,000 worth of products Monday in a bonfire. I needed that shelf. So I told my employee, I said, is anything valuable on that shelf? And he goes, well, yeah. I'm going to pull a few of them out and throw the rest in the bonfire. He's like, what? I said, yeah, throw it all out. I need that shelf. It's for my business and that's making me money. Those items are not. So that's my attitude, guys. I've already flushed $1 million investment away on eBay. Not going to mess with listing that crap again. There's no reason I couldn't. There's no reason I closed eBay either. If I was not a business, if I was just a mom and pop seller and it didn't matter how quickly things moved off the shelf, and if I didn't mind the 5 thefts a day, that gets on my nerves. I would just leave it on eBay and wait around for the money to come in. Nothing's happening. It's sitting in the warehouse. But the overhead cost was just astronomical. The amount of theft is what really made me shut down eBay. It wasn't that I got reduced sales, which I did. I went from 150 sales a day to 10 or 15 for a while, and then I got it up to about 25, and none of it was from eBay search. It's my own customers. Therein lies the problem. Why would I pay a company 10% of what I make when they didn't make me any money? None. 1 sale a day, maybe, in search, and then 5 thefts a day that I can't cancel. So their search engine only provided me 5 thieves a day and 1 sale. Maybe. I'm not going to pay them ridiculous sums of money. So I decided to close it. Because I decided to close it and not waste any more money or time on it, I have a huge warehouse just full of inventory. Stuff that I was selling very, very well until they changed the search engine. Now, even with the search engine change, those items were selling a little bit. But again, if you're selling new products and you're in direct competition with China or places that eBay has invested their money, you're not going to get any metrics. You're not going to have any sales. It's that simple. And we pay for that. I don't. So I closed $1 million investment out. I said, you know what? I could make my money back, but it'd probably take me 10 years at this rate. I used to flip my entire inventory. I say yearly, but that's not really true. Probably about every 2 years, everything was replaced. I mean, that's all the items, not just some of the listings. I do have some that never end, but it's inventory, multi-varies. The inventory changes constantly. And I made a lot of money, but I have to have a valid search engine for that. And I don't like dealing with the thefts on eBay. So I have another business that needs that warehouse space. I'm lollygagging around trying to give you guys a very good opportunity, because as you can tell, I'm just as happy making donations and put it in a bonfire. I've already lost that $1 million. I'm trying to recover some of it in this lost recovery sale. But to be honest with you, it's more headache for me than it's worth. I'd rather just burn the stuff up and fill up my warehouse with something else, with the new business I have coming in. To me, that's more profitable. So, people found out that I burned up a bunch of products and they got very, very upset. Oh no, we'll buy them. So I went out and I spent huge amounts of time and effort to make a show where you could come in and fill boxes with lots, just to recover some of the $1 million I flushed. But to be honest with you, if you guys don't start popping in and filling these boxes in the show, I don't care. I'll burn it all or give it to charity. So I'm basically wasting my time to give you guys an opportunity to make a whole lot of money. And if you don't take advantage of it, and I'm not going to do this long, if I don't start getting at least 2 or 3 lots of boxes sold every show, it's over. So this is an opportunity that has nothing to do with my business. I'm doing this as a favor for other sellers. Now, I have sellers contacting me all the time in messages saying, I need this, do you have it? And then I'll just send them a bunch of pictures and I'll make them a box. But I want to do it in the show because that is wasting my time. Remember, this is loss recovery. This is not part of my business anymore. So to me, I'm wasting my time. Yes, maybe I'll get a few dollars back on $1 million I flushed. Great. I much rather get rid of the stuff and fill my warehouse with the products that well, it's not products, it's actually assembling of bikes, motorcycles and bikes and dirt bikes local and in Kansas City. I already have people lined up to be selling these at 4 and 5 a week easily. And that's if they... Sorry. Dog ran right out in the road. Hold on. Harry! Harry Potter! God. Oh, man. Sorry. It's Betty Boop coming. Harry Potter just ran up the road and he ran right out. Did you see that? There was a car. I honked. Harry ran right out in the road. He's up the street. Go get him. Or do you want me to drive up there? Where is he? No, he came back. Come on, Betty Boop! Hey! God, get over here! Get in the car! Boy, that's bad. You get in here, you little monster! What were you teaching him to run up the street for? Stupid dog. Let me just go up there and get him. I get real upset. Hey! Get in there. Nah, he knows he's in trouble. Harry Potter! Harry! Get in here. Get in the car. You know better. Sorry, I had to yell at the dogs. He ran up the street. He ran in the street while a truck was coming down the road. I gotta turn around now. I had to go yell at the dog. Sorry about that. Little monster, you know you're not supposed to be running up the street. He's probably gonna go to the bathroom too. I don't know if my employee got him to go. Oh God, I hope he did. I think he did. All right, so what I'm talking about on Wednesday at 1 p.m. and this week on Friday at 7 p.m., meaning tomorrow, you can pop in and just say, I'm interested in bedding, I'm interested in toys, I'm interested in clothing, kitchen gadgets, you name it. I have it. I literally have everything you could ever want in my store. That was the design of my store. Well, I have all that stuff that I didn't sell. Now, of course, I've been donating huge amounts and burning stuff up and getting rid of it. But I I have $1 million of my investment still available for you guys to buy up at loss. I'm not telling you that I'm going to. Don't you need to close the gate?
The door too.
So you need to go back to the house?
Yes.
All right, well, I'll drive around the block or something.
Do whatever.
Come on, I'm on video. We're very late. You can tell I'm a little annoyed too. I don't feel well. I was actually kind of really sick of my show yesterday. I feel good for my show tonight though. And actually it's getting better. The moisture level is bad, but it's way less than it was yesterday. They took me off, for the people that watch medical, because we have a few in here. They took me off my dehydrant treatment that I do every morning and night because it wasn't doing any good. With this high of a moisture level, I was just wasting the money on the medication. I still had to go up 3 times yesterday to have my lungs drained, or I wouldn't be alive today. That's how bad it is when there's moisture in here, that my lungs fill up. So today they said 3 times, but I think I might have had a little bit of a good news in the text I just got. Before I came out here, they said, well, we might start you back on your medicine on your second trip up here, because we do have a little bit more rain and stuff, but it's not anything like what it was, and the temperature being lower really helps a lot. And my lips, I haven't even done a treatment today. Let me see, are they blue? I didn't even do oxygen this morning. Yesterday I had to OD on oxygen just to be able to drive to the hospital. So I think, because I went in 3 times yesterday and they kept draining me, I think this morning, and I don't feel as full this morning. I know I have water in the lungs, but not bad. So I think they'll just drain me this morning, and then they may not have me come in the middle of the day. See, I had to do a middle of the day trip yesterday too. I think what they're going to do is they'll drain me this morning, and then they'll tell me, why don't you just come late this evening? I'm very much hoping that. And I hope they get me on that medicine again, because it's very difficult running back and forth to the city all the time. And expensive. But it's less than paying for medicine that I'm just wasting. So I'll have several doses of that paid for already going into the next month. So that will help. Today is not a good day for keywebco.com either. I've had some drama with my global sales. It's very difficult to restrict. The way I've set up the business, it's very difficult to restrict zones. Like on eBay, if you're using eBay global shipping, if you don't want to send to Africa or you don't want to send to Morocco, I'm naming that place in particular, because there's enormous amounts of theft there, guys. And as a matter of fact, I had someone buy a computer, $250 or something, $270. The minute the order came in, I looked at it. I could tell they barely filled out anything. I could tell that it was wrong. I knew. The minute I looked at it, I was like, ooh, this order's back. This order's not right. And about 15 minutes later, I get an alert from Shopify. This is a high-risk transaction. You need to send an email at least and verify that they actually placed the order. So I did. I sent them an email. Did you place this order? We need to do that to verify that you placed this order so we can get the shipping. I forget the exact words I used, but I worded it very creatively. And the buyer wrote back all snotty. Of course I placed the order. So you already know that there's something scandalous. If someone's writing you an email and saying, did you place this order? We just want to verify it before we ship it out. Most people are not going to get their panties in a bunch about that. They're going to go, it's a pain in the butt, but yeah, I ordered it. They might get a little annoyed, but I could tell by the way they worded it. I could also tell by the way they copied and pasted whatever credit card they probably stole to buy the item, because it was off alignment. In other words, they just didn't reach over and copy the last 4 digits of the number. They had to go copy it from their list of stolen credit cards. So I knew it was no good. That's why, and this happens a lot when you have your own business. They'll buy something with a stolen card and then do a chargeback after you ship the item. Well, and I did this on purpose. I said, oh, well, wonderful. Now that I've got your email, your item, it will be on its way. But I didn't fill the order. I knew not to fill the order. The next day. My tracking takes 24 hours to upload. They didn't even wait for when I said, oh, well, your item will be on the way. They just immediately, oh, next day. Okay, great. Next day, they filed a chargeback. So I didn't buy the item. I'm glad I didn't, because what they do is you verify the order like your high-risk security stuff tells you to do. They always verify because, yeah, it's their order. It's just not their credit card. Or it is their credit card and there's just no money on it. They have like 10,000 that they just keep using over and over by ordering a bunch of stuff, waiting till it's shipped, then filing everything, and they instantly get the money back, guys. You know that. So they file everything, and then they place a whole bunch of more orders, and then do it over and over and over. And all the time, they're getting packages in the mail that are refunded until they get busted. Especially in places like Morocco. Oh, yeah. We have a chargeback, which I knew. And aren't you glad I didn't fill that order?
Well, no.
I didn't fill that order. Get in the back, Harry. Enough.
So you okay?
You went running up and down the street. What is this drag queen leather thing on him?
The holding.
By the way, you heard me say the drag queen leather thing on. When we first got the puppy.
Why you get old hunters?
When we first got there, you're gonna put peanut butter inside there. Oh, that'll keep him busy. Good idea. Put it on dog food. A dog treat in there and put peanut butter on it. That'll keep him busy. We're using one of our Kong treats. We're putting peanut butter on a dog bone and sticking it in. Just rub that peanut butter all over. It's all nasty and stuff. He's gonna make a mess. Just throw it in the back. So he's rubbing peanut butter on a dog biscuit and let him taste it. Oh, he'll want it.
The sugar.
Yeah, he'll want it. He stole a bag of sugar. Did he eat the whole thing?
No, we're hoping to mix.
Oh gosh, we'd be taken to the hospital if he ate the whole thing. My employee's really lazy, so he never puts anything away. So there's always a big bag of groceries sitting at the back door. And the dog got in there and stole a bag of sugar out of there. They'll eat them. They like the peanut butter. Oh yeah, they got peanut butter today. Look at him. He's ready to jump in there and attack it. Get in the back. I'm not holding anything. I'm driving. Peanut butters. Oh, look at that tongue just a-going.
Think it.
Now he doesn't know it's in there. You've never given him that before. Does he taste it in there? If he tastes it, he'll do it. And just let Betty Boo. Now throw it in the back. Let him go after it. He'll go after it. All right, now give that to Betty Boo. Just put it on her.
Yeah.
You don't have to put it in a Kong for her. Don't put it in a Kong. Just give it to her. Oh, he'll be licking in that thing for a little bit. Just give that to her. There you go, Betty Boo. She's like, I don't want the biscuit. Just give me that peanut butter. My employee's pretty clever today. He brought peanut butter on a fork to put on dog biscuits to put it in a Kong toy. So it takes him a while to keep them out of our face today. Oh, he'll be licking in that thing until that peanut butter's all licked out. So we figured out a way to keep the dog from barking and carrying on so much. Now, I am on my way to my mom's. I don't know. I don't think I'll be there very long. I'll have to run in. Do you have the phone, Bob's phone?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Yeah,
you got it. Okay, let me see it. We fixed my dad's phone. Is it got any charge left?
I think so. Yeah, I listen on night.
How come this thing is all floppy?
I think so. Leave the charger in your phone.
Oh, he's got the.
And I'll put it.
Why is this case so floppy?
Because it covers the case.
He took the cover off.
I did it.
Do you have it to put back on?
You did find the house.
It's at his house. Okay. I was like, because that's not the case I gave him. It's all.
Well, you want more?
Of course he does. I think it's dead.
No, the top.
Oh, okay. Oh, it is dead. There's no battery. Okay, good deal. He just wanted to make sure the phone, that's what you had to put back?
Okay. I put the other one. I don't know what happened.
Jess used a new one. Did his address book and everything go over?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, but my employee was nice enough to fix my dad's phone. I didn't even look at it. I was too busy. No one really cares. So, well, I don't. So, let me get back to my show here. All right, so today I'm going to do an open show. That means we're going to go over some of the apps I've given away. And I have SEO apps, blogging apps, anything you need to know how to do. I have an app that will basically tell you everything you need at the best level that you can imagine. Corporate level is what I call it, or professional level is what a lot of people call that. We're going to go over in the show at 7 p.m. today. We're going to go over, that's Central Time. We're going to go over the kind of some of the other apps. Yes, see, I told you they're going to take that sign out. They took it out, they're going to put a new one in. So some of the other apps that I've gone over the last month and a half, I've only been doing this about a month and a half, 2 months. We're going to go over that tonight. I have an open show tonight. That means you come in, you ask questions about anything. We'll talk a little bit about my selling shop thing that I'm doing. I talked about that earlier. You just give it to her, please, and not interrupt me. So, as I was saying, the show tonight is an open forum show, which means you can come in and ask questions about anything you want. By the way, I don't charge you guys when you're in my show, so if you have a question, it's a very good time to get free advice. So you come into the show tonight at 7, you can ask anything you want to know, and we're going to go through and I'm going to show you a bunch of apps tonight. I'm going to go through all of the apps that I've done already. Not all of them I'm going to make you sit through. Some of them are kind of long, but the little short ones, we'll go through those, and then I'll give you kind of like a list to look at today and a link to find all of my apps. So we're going to go through that today. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., are you listening? Tomorrow at 7 p.m., I'm going to do a daytime show on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central for my selling shop or my Dragon Deals shop, live shop. And then Friday, meaning tomorrow at 7 p.m., I'm going to do it again. The reason I'm doing it 2 times is I set that 1 o'clock time for all the housewives I know that want to get good deals. That's really why I said it that way. Or e-commerce people that, don't go to an office. So I set it that way to give them a time to bid kind of separately from when all the e-commerce people are in there, kind of. Give them a time where they can just, like a housewife can come in there and she can kind of watch the show and say, oh man, didn't he just pull out a king-size comforter set? And he only wants, what, $10 for it and it's $20 to ship? Oh my gosh, the thing's worth $150. So that's why I put that in the middle of the day. That's not the volume I need. I need to empty a huge warehouse, and this is not for profit. This is just to get rid of the stuff so I don't burn it up. Seriously, guys. I have another business going in that warehouse that I need. So, Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I am doing the Dragon Deals live show. You get in there, you tell me whatever kind of product you're interested in. Chances are I have it. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of listings. All multivary, all in my warehouse. So you just name off anything. Like I have several people. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, we need to go through king bed sets. You need to look at Perfect Messenger. There's a whole long list of things we have to do. That's also the one that needs the drone for the Christmas gift. Okay, you have that already. Did you get the fidget spinners that I asked you to get today? Yes, I'm going to send Perfect Finds a big box. As many as we can put in as many as we can squeeze in a padded envelope, because that's the cheapest way to go, right?
Yes,
as many as you can scram in there, because she has that psychiatry office. She's gonna give it to all the crazy people.
Make it
give it to all the ADD kids. That doesn't really work. By the way, scientific evidence is convoluted, but basically, if you feel it works, it works.
Keep you busy.
Scientific evidence doesn't do anything. But if you feel it is helping you with your ADHD, well, then it does help you. Give him some more peanut butter or something.
No, it's not.
Oh, his tongue will be in there the whole time. As long as you got a little piece of peanut butter in there, he'll just keep doing it. Yeah, just hold on to that. Did you get a response?
Yeah.
Everything normal?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I need to run into my mom's. I'm trying to debate whether I need to get off here and do another video or just put you guys on hold. I think I'll put you on hold. Mom surely is not going to keep me very long today. I do have a lot to tell her, though. My medical stuff's all screwed up because they took me off the dehydrant for a reason. There's no reason for me to pay. It costs a lot of money daily for that medicine. There's no reason for me to pay for that medicine if it's not going to work because it's too humid. They even told me to turn off my dehumidifiers in the house. They said, if it's this moist, it's not going to do you good. You're just wasting your money. And actually, they were right, because normally they keep me on my meds. I go up twice a day, and I get a bronchial infection. I have no bronchial infection. And I saved all the money that I normally spend each day on that medicine for 4 days. So doing it this way is actually better, and it works better. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm kind of lollygagging because I really don't know. I don't think I'll be in at my mom's very long. It depends on what I actually ask her to do today. I really need to do something that I should do tomorrow. I really need to do that today. But I'm not sure I'm going to do that, because that would be a little bit much.
Still, eBay's messed up.
Oh, eBay's a nightmare. Do you know they sent me a bill for the store for a year?
I know.
Yeah, I'm not paying that. I told them to cancel my store. They didn't do it. They let it run, and items end for the next month, so they could bill me for the whole next year of service. I already called them and said, "You guys are high or something. You think I'm actually going to pay you this?" They said, "Well, you don't mess with your credit." So I'm a cash business. I don't even use credit cards. I buy my own houses, my own cars. Go up.
No,
I'll be
going.
up there in a minute.
I'm not going. I need the dog.
I'll be back.
Take it.
Let's do the phone. You're not even going in?
Well, I'll give it to you.
All right, well then get out.
No, you did it, Harry. You take it out. Hey, boo. Boo. Listen for Boo. Harry, no. Rob, get it.
I am so sorry, guys. It took me freaking forever to get back out here. I am so sorry, guys. And they're still going through stuff. He is still in there licking that peanut butter. He's gonna be in there licking that thing the whole time. But my employee and my mom are still going through all my thrift stuff. My mom wants to tell me what she's charging for all the different stuff. And I'm like, Mom, I don't really care what you charge. You can give it away for all I care. I'm serious, guys. You don't understand. That's what I was talking about before I went in there. On Wednesday at 1 o'clock and on Friday at 7 p.m. Central, I am doing the Dragon Deals live show. Now, the Dragon Deals live show is basically you come in there and you say, you got comforters? We pull out a bunch of comforters. We start filling boxes. You just say, like, what I would do is, like, if I was selling you this Ensure, you'd say, you know what? I need Ensure. Now, I don't have Ensure, of course. I don't carry food. But let's say I was. So you'd say, I need a case of Ensure. You got a couple cases? And if I did, what I would do, hey, Kim, what I do is on Friday or Wednesday, I send the employee to the warehouse and he brings whatever Ensure we have in or whatever you happen to ask for. We don't have Ensure. I'm just using an example. But let's say I paid $1 a bottle for the Ensure. I would sell it to you for 50 cents a bottle or below, but we haven't done shipping yet. Don't do the shipping until you filled your boxes. Because what I do is I say, okay, well, we've got 10 of these. I paid $1, you're gonna pay 50 cents. But if you buy all 10, I'll give them to you for 25 cents a piece. That's super cheap. You can actually turn a profit. So, but you haven't paid shipping yet. This is what makes it different. This is why you have to be live. If I were to calculate this based on shipping price, you'd be paying $5.99, $4.99, $6.99 a piece because each one has to be shipped. That's the values you get on e-commerce. I'm doing boxes. You're just buying a box at a certain dollar amount. We're gonna fill that box with your total. So if I sold you a whole bunch of these, let's say I charge you $1 a piece and you bought 20 of them. So you've got a $20 ticket. Doesn't matter what the item is. Let's say your items come to $20. Now there's no shipping in that yet. But let's say they're all very small, inexpensive items and I might be able to squeeze them in a padded envelope. If that's a suitable item to be shipped that way. Of course, otherwise it'd be a box. And I'll say, okay, well, my employee's got 2 shipping options for you. If we can just shove all this stuff in a padded envelope and mail it off to you, I'll just charge you a $20 box. I'm not gonna charge you the $7 for shipping. So you just got those items, 20 items that you paid less than $1 for, or however much you paid for, with that shipping value marked off. That's if I can do it pretty cheap. But let's say you pay $40 and you bought 6 full-size king comforter sets. Well, each one of those sets is worth $100, 50 to $100. You haven't paid any shipping. You've only paid $40 and you got 4 sets. You bought $10 sets. They're worth $100. I don't care what they're worth. I only care about getting them out of my house, out of my warehouse. So when it comes to go pay, you don't just go buy a $40 box. I won't ship it. I'll just, here's a refund. Because you have to wait until I say, okay, because after you filled your box, you say, I'm done. I'll say, what's your total? What's your items? You put it in the chat. There's also a message that you need to send it to me. And I'll explain that in a little bit. You put that in the chat, a list. All you do is say, then he weighs it. Well, let's say you got 4 of those great, big, huge 22-piece comforter sets. They're huge. You can have a little difficulty making you money, even though I only charged you $10 a set. That's worth $100. Because those items are so large, I'm probably going to have 2 boxes. It would probably be way too expensive to ship it all together, right? I think that would put me in the dimensional size. Let's say I can get one of your comforters into, one of those sets of comforters into a cubic box. That's $7 to ship it to you. The other ones are too big. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say, well, you've got a $10 box, I'm gonna charge you $15. So you go buy a $15 box. I'm only gonna charge you the $5. So you only paid $5 for the comforter, really. Because that one's off by itself. So that one you got kind of a good deal. The other 3 are all going to be shipped in a great big box, and that's going to cost $30 to ship. Well, you've only got $30 left over. You bought a $40 box. All right, we ready now?
Oh, somebody stole the spoon.
Yes. Now the surprise. I'm very busy. So you've only got you bought a $40 worth of items, and you've already bought a $15 box for the one $10 item that I actually gave you a little discount on. Now the other box, I'm gonna say, okay, how the employee will wait. He goes, oh, this is too big. We're gonna have to mail it, and he'll look. FedEx, UPS, we pick whatever the cheapest way to go is if it's beyond cubic. So he'll say, okay, I got a rate of $30, or I got a rate of $22 or something. Whatever he finds the rate of that box is. Now you have $30 of your order. One box is already bought, so $10 of your order is already gone. You bought a $15 box because it's going to cost me $11 or $12 to ship it to you. But we got it in a cubic box, so it's probably about $10 to get it to you. So one of the items, you only paid like a $5 increase for the shipping. But the other one, it's big. It's going to cost a lot of money to get it to you. Now, I'm aware that I've already marked down the price on one of them, $5. You paid the shipping of $5. I'm aware that I've done that. So when we do the last $30 for the items, I'm going to look and I'm going to say, okay, well, let's figure this out. So let's say the employee says it's $20 to get it shipped to you. You have $30 left. I may say a $50 box, or I may say a $45 box, or I may say a $55 box. Whatever is within the range that it's at least equal to what the items cost, and maybe as much as it is to ship them in their entirety. But generally, if you bought multiple items, I'm going to try to get as much of that shipping included for free with you as I can. So you bought a $40 order, and you basically, let's say I charge you a $50 box. So you only paid $20 increase on the $30 that were left. In other words, you paid full price to get that to you. The other one, you save $5. Ooh, that looks lovely. Mom's been baking a lot lately.
It's good, yeah.
Lemon cake.
It's making good.
Very good.
It's making sense. Yeah, it's happy.
Maybe she's watching the videos and she sees how much I like them.
It's happy.
There's a moth in here.
Oh, don't kill it.
I don't want to kill him.
No, have babies.
Yeah. This is the time they eat your clothes.
I know.
I should kill him. Leave that alone. It's not yours. All right, so. Oh, goodness. So we are jumping on the high. Oh, we have to go to the gas station.
Where's your toy? I don't see your toy. Can you put something in your toy?
Just go back there and get it.
Where's your toy?
He might bring it to you to fill.
It's time to make it whole.
Oh my gosh.
What's inside the peanut butter still?
Oh my gosh. He's already chewed through the toy. Pit bulls.
You find the peanut butter.
Oh, he got the peanut butter. Just put another one in there. He chewed through that toy. They're not supposed to be able to do that.
And this is the plate.
Look at this, guys. That's 2 inches. That's almost an inch and a half. Inch and a half. That plastic is an inch and a half thick.
I know it's strong, better plastic. It's
No,
stronger.
just give him that. You have the rubber ones.
Yeah, remember that? The one from Maryland?
Yeah.
That one?
No.
No have peanut butter, no one.
All right, I'm in a real bad intersection. Give me a minute, guys.
It's so good.
Yeah, give me a piece.
What is it? What's inside?
Well, we gotta have the intersection. We're running late.
I know.
Do you have the address and GPS? The same thing?
Yeah.
Same address?
Yeah.
So I have to go to the same pharmacy.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, actually.
Yeah.
That's real good. That means they have the stuff mixed from yesterday, right? That'll save me having to do some running around today. Yesterday was a nightmare. Since I've been going in, I don't have my home treatment that I've been doing. We need gas everything. Everything. So I've been running to the hospital 3 times a day. So it's just been really chaotic around here. I mean, really chaotic. All right, hurry up. I don't have all day. Kind of cranky today. I don't feel overly good. I don't feel bad. You can tell my attitude is better. Yesterday during my show, I was not feeling good at all. You can tell. I listened to my show this morning, It wasn't bad, but you could tell I was not feeling it. You could just tell I was not feeling good. Now today's going to be a lot of fun. This is a fun show for me today. It's open mic. It was what? What?
There's only one kind of special.
Oh, we have to back up? I don't believe that. I don't know what he's talking about. Did you already pay?
No.
Oh. I guess they're out of fuel except for the expensive fuel in that pump or something. That's weird. All right, hey Kim, how did your yard sale? Yard sale didn't do squat. All I did was ruin about $1,000 worth of Star Wars toys. I did make a little money. They got sunburned, sun bleached. These toys are collector editions. They've been inside of a warehouse for some of them 5-6 years. And I take them out and we put them out in a yard sale, and then they got a little sun bleach. So all of that's burned. I think I already burned all that stuff up. Guys, I am literally, you don't know how hard it is for me not to just tell my employee, just grab everything, make a big fire. You don't know how hard it is for me not to do that. As a matter of fact, I did it with $10,000 worth of products the other day, and everyone got all upset. The only reason I am doing this show is for you guys. I'm being very frank. I actually considered it a huge waste of my time. Not because I'm helping other people, because you guys are going to make a lot of money off these products. I have another business ready to go in my warehouse that I'm ready to do. I can't do it with these products in there. So to me, they're doing nothing but costing me money. More money than they've already cost me. So I was convinced to do a show to liquidate these things. First, they wanted me to make listings. I said, why are you crazy? If I was going to make listings, I would have just left them on that dead horse eBay. I could just sold them at full price. Why would I bother? The whole point of this is to get rid of the stuff and not have to spend any money. So I decided, okay, well, this is an opportunity for a lot of people. I have $1 million that I invested. That's what I paid. Worth way more than that. I'll let it go for basically half of what I spent in a little live show. And then I'm going to give you extra discounts just if you buy a bunch of stuff just to get it out of my warehouse. This is an opportunity for you, not for me. I could care less. I've already written this off. If I can get some of that $1 million back, and little pennies back on it, great. If I don't, right now it's costing me money because I can't run my other business in that space I need. So to me, it's nothing but a pain in the butt. So, I want to make sure he must have forgotten. I guess I'm buying $20 worth of gas today. Now, how is he going to pay for that? He left the pump on. Let me see if my credit card's missing. I don't know how he plans on paying that. I didn't even... You need more money, don't you? Yes, I know. I saw that. That was about as stupid as you could possibly be. Did I not tell you never to start the pump until after you paid? That's your dinner. Yep. You get no food. You spend it on gas. He thinks I'm kidding. I'm not paying for his dinner today. He had to buy his own. Seriously. I didn't tell him to put $20 of gas in. I told him to put $10 in. All right, so the show on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Time, and the show on Friday, tomorrow, at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. What you do is you just pop into the show and you say, I need comforters, I need toys, you just name it. I need household supplies, I need anything, cutlery, dishes, you name it, I've got it. So what my employee does is he runs to the warehouse, he brings a bunch of totes in, and you start bidding, basically. I'll hold it up and I'll say, oh, okay, I bought this in a lot. This comforter's worth, I just mentioned comforters a lot because I have a stack of them sitting next to the computer. This comforter's worth $60 online. That doesn't mean anything. That does to you, not to me. This comforter's worth $60 online. I had 5 of them listed on eBay. I sold 3 of them for X amount, whatever it was. I had a return or I didn't have a return. I will give you all the relevant information. All right, is that my tea?
Yeah. I don't even know if I went there.
Yeah, she spent all that money on fuel that we didn't need. Was it pouring on the ground too?
No. I'm getting
Did you close the cap?
Yeah, look.
Check every day.
Let's get a few heavy.
The car's going through shock because I never put more than $10 of gas in the car, and it's completely full. I mean, look at that.
I know.
Was it pouring on the ground?
No.
You're
It's still
lucky.
running, yeah.
It was still running when you came out?
Yeah.
You're lucky it didn't pour on the ground. I would have been seriously pissed off then. I'm already ticked at you.
Well,
You spent $10 you don't have. So,
Some gas.
sorry. Yeah, well, you paying for it?
Some gas.
You're going to pay for it by not getting me to pay your dinner. That's how you're going to pay for it. So, the show on Wednesday and Friday, you pop in, you tell me, shh. You pop in, you tell me what you want. Then he goes and runs and gets it. And then he'll bring a whole bunch. He's not just going to get 1 or 2 items. He'll bring totes in. This is a big drama for us to do this. You guys do realize I really don't. Hey!
One more.
I really don't want to do this, guys. To me, it's better to have a big bonfire. I've already donated all I can donate to charity, really. I have tons more, but I wouldn't be able to claim it anyway. I've exceeded my charitable donations by $25,000 this year, guys. Just to give you an idea. I can't donate $1 million worth of products when I didn't bring in $1 million. Okay, it just doesn't work that way. So I'm basically giving you guys the opportunity to buy this stuff up. Either get yourself a super really good deal on a box of stuff, or reflip it, sell it. There's no reason I took it down from eBay. Open that, please. I'm driving. There's no reason I took that down from eBay except for that it's stupid for me to pay 10% when they're not doing anything for me. And I need volume sales. I need hundreds of sales a day, not 1 or 2. Because I went from hundreds of sales to 1 or 2 because they changed the search engine. That makes it worthless to me. If you don't put me in front of your buyers, that's what I'm paying to be on eBay for. It's sure as hell not to be able to list. Their listings are a pain in the ass. And you have to jump through hoops and sell things to people with hundreds of negative feedbacks. You can't even cancel them. I'm not doing that. And then pay to do that? Come on, that's crazy. I'm not doing it. I need a volume business. If I wanted to just flip products, I'd do that on Amazon. I don't sell there either because they're a product consumer catalog. I have other people that flip products, and they get some of mine and they ship them off. We split it 50-50. Doesn't cost them anything except the work of, the FBA and all that, dealing with the customers. But other than that, it doesn't cost them anything. They get half the profits. They don't invest a dime. I do that all the time. I have 4 Amazon stores that are completely full of my merchandise. The seller hasn't bought a thing in 10 years. I make a fortune on Amazon, but I don't sell there because I said I would never do it again. And I haven't, and I never will. One thing about me you will figure out real quick. That's why people actually hate me and like me at the same time. I'm extremely honest, and I mean what I say. If I say I'll never do that again, I really mean that. I won't change my mind. Even if I do change my mind, I said, well, I changed my mind, but I said I'd never do it, and I never will. So, I'm just telling you guys. I also operate this little sale thing the same way. Extreme honesty. I got the idea from watching a scammer. Oh, you're gonna love this. I was watching Facebook, and there was a person doing kind of what I'm doing, but they were just using Facebook links, no store links or anything. And they had pre-made listings, but there were no pictures. They say you get 5 of one character, 5 of another character, 5 of another character, and 5 of another character. That was their description. But when they sent the orders out, they were sending 4 of one character, 6 of another character, not even defining what the characters were, but they weren't divided equally into groups of 5, like the buyer thought it would be. So the buyer comes into their show and says, hey, you know, you did send me the correct number of items, and you even gave me a nice little bonus gift, which I truly appreciate. But I was buying that to have a multi-variation listing with equal numbers of each type, and that's not what you sent me. And the seller said, too bad. And I thought about, now how can they get away with that? There has to be something that they have to get away with just telling the seller, that, you know, the buyer, that, oh yeah, I said I was going to give you 5 each, but I'm just going to send you whatever the hell I want. How could they get away with that? That's messed up. So I tore them apart. I looked up their websites and their Facebook pages. I ran a credit check. I did everything. I tore that business apart. I wanted to see how they were doing that and to make sure I wouldn't do the same thing. And I figured it out. They're not using listings. They're using Facebook. You can sell anything on Facebook. Facebook is backable just like a product listing now, though. So are these YouTube videos. By the way, you know social media is now prosecutable. So if I say in a Facebook video, I will send you 4 of these tea glasses for $1, and you pay shipping, and then you just buy a box, and those items will be in it, those items have to be in that box. But here's the thing. When you go to my store, now I'm not talking about the scammer, I told you why I didn't like what they did. When I set up a very similar system, similar, not the same. When you go to my store, I'm going to tell you flat out, you are just buying an empty box at whatever price level I put it on. Until you have in writing the list that you make and put in the chat that I was going to tell you about. You put a list of everything that you bought that's supposed to be in that box that you paid for. Then I confirm it. That is your savings right there. That's what saves your butt. You could do the, oh, you only sent me 1 and you were supposed to send me 3. Well, there's no evidence that I was supposed to send you anything unless it's all written out and I confirm it. So I've added an extra layer to my checkout for this, and I'm doing it out of a store. Now let me explain the difference. The other person, you just send them the address, they send you like a PayPal me link. You just buy it on PayPal. No listing, no description, no nothing. Just a Facebook thing. I don't do that. Your box is in a store. It's in my Strikingly website, which uses PayPal. Actually, you can pay me anyway. I know it's terrible.
See?
You use a Strikingly website, and the link is right there in that little app I give you in the store. You'll see it in the show. And you buy the size box that I tell you to buy, not what your total comes to. Buy the box I tell you to buy. Sometimes it'll be cheaper, sometimes it'll be more. It just depends on the shipping. After you do that, then you make sure, well, before or after, doesn't matter the order, but just as soon as you possibly can, in the app that I give you, that Bitly app that's in the show, there's another window you push and it says, if you placed an order, click here or chat with me. You click that, and all you have to do is put a list of everything that's supposed to be in your box. Now, we will be packing your box live in the show. But still, until you type that list out and send it to me in the app chat, which goes to Facebook Messenger, and until I confirm, here's your tracking number. The list that you listed above is included in your box. I will write that in every single chat response I get after I verify it. You know, that's the right items and stuff. Now, I'm going and making you guys go through this extra step because I never want to be live and have a customer come in here and say, by the way, I was supposed to receive 5 and I got 2. That won't happen. Because I do everything on video surveillance. If there are 5 written on that list that you sent me, it's going to be verified 5 going into the box on video surveillance. So that I won't make any mistakes. There will be no mistakes from us. There never is. So I don't want a customer coming into my show like 6 months later and say, oh, by the way, I bought a bunch of stuff from him. I got good deals, but he didn't include this, or he didn't have that, or I was supposed to get that and I didn't. Well, I'll prosecute you. I have court back sworn surveillance, guys. If you get on public record and you say something that is untrue, I will have you in prison. Yes, that's why I am a legitimate business. I don't do that Facebook buy it and I'll run over here and you can run over there kind of stuff. Now, I set this up that you buy the box with the shipping included in that box. Right? That's why you don't just buy your total. You have to wait for me to tell you which box to buy. Sometimes it'd be cheaper. You know, if you fill a $200 box with a whole bunch of $1 and $2 items, that takes up a lot of space in my warehouse. I don't have much invested in those. Chances are, if you fill up a whole bunch of boxes with fairly inexpensive items and your total comes to $200 or $300, chances are you're going to pay less than the $200 or $300, including the shipping, because I'm happy to get the crap out of my warehouse. This is not for profit. This is for you guys. I'm only doing this because I really got convinced to do it. I wasn't going to sell any of this stuff. I was going to have a yard sale here and there and then donate and have a bonfire. I was on video burning $10,000 worth of products the other day, and oh my God, people just got all upset. I had to delete the video. It's like, oh my gosh, I could have sold that. I could have sold that. So I said, well, you never bought it from me. So when I had an eBay store, it was too expensive. So all of them said, oh, I'll send you a list of things I want. You just box me up stuff. I don't have all day to be doing this stuff. This is a loss to me. So I said, nah, I'm not going to do that. A few friends I'll do it for, and I'm already doing that. I said, no, that takes time. I'm not going to mess with that. Then, I was interrupted again. All right, so then after, I said, I'm just not going to be messing with a whole bunch of chat messages. You can, if you know me, send me a chat with a list of things you're interested in. You don't know what I got, so just make a list of anything you want. Chances are I got it. And then I'll make my employees send you pictures. But I don't want to do that. I want you to come in the show and say, I need comforters. He runs out there, and while we're live, everybody is buying comforters. I have plenty. If someone buys the one you want, big deal. I might have 6 more in the back. So we'll go through my inventory, and basically I'm lotting off my inventory online. You get in there, doesn't matter what the item is worth. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. This is all for you. That's why I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little annoyed that I'm even doing it. Because if I wasn't stupid and did a video of me burning products, 10,000 is all it was. That's nothing. That was one shelf. I have thousands of shelves. Hundreds of shelves. Thousands of totes. Hundreds of shelves. I was ready to tell him to go grab the whole cabinet and just fill out just empty it all. I don't care. But because one of my friends that's a seller is very charming, very nice lady, been around a long time. Almost as long as I've been around, I think, or maybe longer, who knows. She sent me just a 3-line message. I'm not going to tell you all of it, but I'm going to surmise it. It was a rather long lines, but just a very basic message. She says, now you know, Roger, everybody on the planet knows you, basically, is what she was saying. There was a little more in there. If you just went online and told people you were giving away your merchandise dirt cheap, you should be able to generate some traffic for your show. In other words, everyone else was, oh, don't throw it away. I want it. But the only one I listened to, because everyone says, I want it. I even made a show for them to come in and buy it, and they didn't. The only one that presented an intelligent argument to me was my old-time friend, lady. And she presented a reason for me to waste my time with this. If you can generate a little bit of your loss back, and generate more traffic to your Key Webco channel, you'll hit your 1,000 subscribers faster. That was a viable reason. You understand? I'm viewing it as my business, what I need for my business. Now, that reason isn't as viable as just getting rid of it all and start generating $200 or $300 every day on motorcycle construction. My employee would love to do that. He'd much rather be in the warehouse working on motorcycles and dirt bikes all day than have me running him back and forth to go get shit out of the warehouse all day long. So we're ready to move on to the next phase of my business. I've already got 7,890 items listed at Key Webco Global. I have built my shows. I have my podcasts going. I have all the tools I need to make a living. And my efforts are required online. I'm very busy. I write code all day long, pretty much. I do funnels. I do everything you can possibly imagine. So I don't have time to be screwing around with this stuff. Neither does my employee. So I am setting up in a business that all he has to do is once a month give me a list of bikes he wants me to look at for me to get a wholesale. That's all he has to do. All I have to do with him is to get out of the house, go back to the warehouse, leave me alone. That's all I have to do with him, because he has his own warehouse, his own office out there, and he'll be running his own, motorcycle business kind of thing. All I'm doing is funding it, having everybody else do all the work, and I get paid. That's the kind of business that everyone likes. It's the kind of business I want. What do you want?
Drink it.
I know I'm spilling it everywhere. I'm just really paying attention to the road. There was a lot of accidents today. That's what you were seeing, all that. See all
That's
that?
a lot.
Lots of accidents. Lots of accidents. Need both today, by the way.
What did I mention?
Yeah, you need to mention that. I have to also have, hold on, being interrupted. I also have to have the new IV ends. The IV ends I'm using now no longer pierce my skin. I need sharper ones. I change IVs all the time. I have a Gershon in this arm. That just plugs in. But I have one medicine that they make me do an IV now. And I only do it once a week. And they make me change the needles periodically, and I haven't changed the needles in a long time. I mean, I get new needles every IV, but they make me change the types. Because look at this, you can't even poke that anymore. Look at that. I need a much sharper one. Maybe I'll switch arms. Use this one. Yeah, I think I'll switch arms. I'll go over here. I only have to do the IV once a week. They can't mix it in the Gershon tube. More sugar. Look at it. Look at this dog's eyes. Are they dilated? Yeah, they're all big. Look at him. That dog is high as a kite on peanut butter. Look at his eyes. It's all dilated. Up here banging and huffing and puffing. He likes the peanut butter. Any sugar he likes.
The donuts.
I go, oh gosh. Guys, this is so bad. We shouldn't even be telling people we do this. This is really bad. This is really bad. We go into Dollar Tree all the time. And they have discounts, really good discounts. We get 50% off a $1 item. Yeah, it's already good at $1. They have these boxes of the frosted donuts. Once a month, they have them on clearance. I think I'm the only one that buys them. And I only buy them in clearance. Yeah. But they'll have a whole shopping cart of them once a month. And I literally, every time they have that shopping cart there, I just grab the cart and take it right to the register. You're probably going, oh my gosh, what do you do with a whole shopping cart with a 50-cent donuts? Well, I do a lot with them, actually. We give them as treats to the dogs sometimes, which is very bad. You should not do that. But we do. If I eat a donut, the dog will get a donut. So basically, if I get one of the little packages out, they get donuts. The other thing that we do is we put them in the freezer, guys. They don't go bad. They're already not expired. They don't put them out after they expire. They put them out like a week or two before. So as long as you freeze them, you're fine. That's the other thing at the Dollar Tree. There's only a few products at Dollar Tree I like. I like all of their Donald Duck juice. That's 100% real juice for $1, 20 ounces. Yes, I know the police are reported ahead. There he is. This is going to be a lot of fun today. He just pulled someone over, I guess. Is that the one he just... Hey!
No, in the middle.
Oh, in the middle.
On the bridge.
On the bridge. Okay.
Little... Ouch.
I just have to keep an eye out.
Stop it, Vino.
I don't like getting pulled over. I am...
Nobody, I guess.
Nah, no one likes getting pulled over. I am going a little fast. Well, no, I'm still under the speed limit. Am I? Yeah, I'm still under the speed limit.
Stop it.
All right, so I don't know. Let's get off this topic. The show for Wednesday and Friday should be fun. Wednesday it's at 1 p.m. Fridays at 7 p.m. The show tonight, guys, you really need to be in the show tonight. If you've missed all the shows that I've done before, shame on you. Hey! Enough! Enough! Sorry. No discipline. Would you give him something or shut him up? Give him something. Just give him the box. Oh, I can't stand that dog barking in my ears. No, don't give him a tomato. Don't give him that. Just keep him entertained. Sorry, it drives me nuts at dog barking. It's very loud, guys. Really loud. All right, so the show tonight is going to be a lot of fun. The show tonight is going to... Is there bones in there? No. The show tonight's going to be a lot of fun. If you've missed my shows in the past, this is your time to kind of catch up tonight. Because I'm going to go... I'm not going to go through all the shows. I mean, I've done a lot. I'm not going to go through all the apps I've created. But like the SEO app, the blogging app, the... I'll pick a few others. I have lots of apps. We'll go through some of those app videos in the show tonight. So if you miss... Look at this.
Police reported
Calm. You're not supposed to be able to open these. Bibbles.
Take it back. Let's talk.
Don't put it in there. It's not going to do any good.
No, play it.
I ain't play it.
Get some irons.
Now throw it in the back. Don't hand it to him. Make him go for it. All right. So we're going to go over the things that I had gone over previously. Some of them. And it'll be a lot of fun. If you have questions, this will be the time to ask. I'm sure probably towards the end of the show, I may jump over and do Dragon Deals Live. I really want to keep my shows separate, but I may, at the end of each show, just do one vintage item. Because the only place I do vintage is in the show. I don't have any listings for vintage. I'm not going to do that till January. I'm going to put some vintage listings in Prairie Grip. In January. This is a nightmare. You see all this zipping by?
Yeah, I know. Both sides.
And I don't dare pass. I can't pass either. We'll just go slowly. All right, so it should be a lot of fun tonight. We should have a pretty good show tonight. Now let me see if I can read what's up here. I can probably do some... Shit. Give me your phone. My vision's old and bad. I had to make my text smaller on the mobile because it was just too big in my show. It was like letters as big as people.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean letters as big as people. There was no room but for one comment. Okay, hold on. Facebook.
Let's open this is it then.
Okay. Well, no, I'm still reading the screen here. Now how am I going to reply in comments? I said Facebook. That's not Facebook, is it?
Yes,
Facebook. Useless. Completely useless. Sorry, I'm driving. Alright, Facebook. That way I can comment if his phone will load. You're on 5G and your phone's still not loaded. So look at this.
Well, he's playing the thing. With. You say something?
It says report a problem, don't mess with it.
You did.
Swerving all over the fucking place. It's great. Still doesn't work. Useless. So what do you hand it back to me for? Sorry. He's got his phone so full of crap that nothing ever works. He watches a whole bunch of junk videos on TV. What is making that noise?
I don't know.
You heard that, right?
No.
Did we run over something or what?
I don't know.
Pretty much of anything. Useless. do some Christmas shopping for the 7th. Oh, well, definitely. But you know what, Kim? You can come into the show and stuff. I really hope you do. But you're a friend of mine. If you're a friend of mine, you don't have to go into the show and fill your boxes live at the show. I should make you do that to get more traffic because my friends are probably the ones that are showing up. But if you know me, put the name of the kid, the sex of the child, the age, and then give a list of kind of some things that you kind of are interested in. And I'll just have my employee go make you up a Christmas bundle. You might as well get it from me because you're going to be paying almost nothing. I'm not kidding you guys. If I paid $1 for it, you're going to be paying less than 50 cents. Probably less than 50 cents, including shipping if you buy enough stuff. I spilled tea. Second time I spilled tea all over myself. Gosh, I did. I got tea all over myself, drooling all over. Another pair of headphones.
This isn't yours. I don't know. I'm missing the sponge.
Well, I guess we won't be selling very many headphones. I have thousands. By the way, actually, I should name off the stuff that we have tons of. Name off some stuff we have tons of. We got tons of solar baubles.
The coffee cups.
Coffee cups. No one wants that crap.
No, the electric, like nice.
Oh, coffee makers. The little coffee makers.
No, coffee holders. Like
yes, for espresso.
Travel
mugs. The plug-in travel mugs. What else? We got tons of lawn and garden stuff like water spigots and sprinklers and all that stuff. Lawn decor, little metal signs and sticks. Disney. Tens of thousands of that. Disney stuff, Star Wars stuff. Now I did get one tote of stuff that got sent bleached, but we have hundreds of totes.
Expensive toys.
Very expensive toys. You name the toy, I probably have it, guys.
Cars.
That's a toy.
Tractors.
I have a lot of radio control, remote control stuff. Why does it want me to exit right?
They go to
the loopy thing?
Yeah.
I have to do the loopy thing?
Wanted to,
well, let's do the loopy thing. It's closer.
Yeah. Just so you miss
Put the directions on. Okay, hold on. I gotta watch the directions. They're doing construction on this highway, so it's all messed up. Do you know that they're going to close the ramp? Don't eat any more of those. They're going to close the ramp that leads to the darn games. Yeah, on the day of the game, they're closing the ramps that lead to it. Do you know what kind of nightmare it's going to be?
No.
Still
people make it.
Exit right.
Here? Manchester?
Yes, Manchester.
Right.
You're going to see.
Yeah, it makes me go down and... All right, hold on. Wow, this is a nightmare. Now how the hell am I going to get over?
Wait for the semi-truck.
I'll wait for the semi-truck, obviously. And I have to get one more. And they're supposed to be getting over. That's messed up. They're going to have accidents here. If he had to get over, he would have hit me.
It's a chart.
That's not good.
0.1 miles.
So we got construction zones here. This is easy. I don't even have to stop at the foot of the hill.
No, it's
But this guy's in the wrong lane. He's going to cut right in front of me. What do you bet? Bet you $20.
Manchester too.
Yep. Where's my $20?
I never say yes.
I know, because you knew he would. All right, hold on, guys. Let me get through this little nightmare here.
In 0.1 miles.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Keep left. Look at all that. Boy, they're really doing a lot of work.
Keep left.
Oh, the rider could do it.
Whoa.
In half a mile, exit right.
This is a nightmare. Look at all this. I have looped all the way around. Sorry, guys. I've got a little drama here on the road. So let me get this dealt with. We have a straightaway here in a minute.
Exit right.
Yeah, I don't even have to get over, do I? I just stay here.
No.
Yeah, I'll just stay here. All right. That's all good. All right. Turn that sound down now. Yeah, Kim, all you have to do is just send me a list. You don't have to give me the names of the kids, but male, female, age. And then just an idea of the kind of things that that child particularly likes. Like, does that child like Barbie or does she like Cabbage Patch Kids? I don't know. I'm just making up stuff. So definitely just send me a private message. If you want to come in the live show and do that, that would be fine. But still, you probably would do better sending me a private message. Because I'll just make you up a custom box with what you want. And you can take your time and figure out what you want. Now, I had thought of, I'm trying to do all this without spending any money or wasting any of my time. I thought about just having my employee just say, okay, pick 30 items today for the show. And just have him take pictures, not just one picture, of 30 items, put it in the app, and just put the number we have available. But I have to pay for that, so I'm not doing it. The only thing that I want to do is have you buy a box, go live, and do it. If you send me a private message and I make you a box, that's different. But in the live show, I'm going to run through this one more time, then I got to get off here. We're going to let signal any minute. In the live show tonight, we're just going to go over all the things I teach, apps, and all. I'm going to give you all kinds of links. Tonight's going to be fun, actually, because I'm just going to be. I don't have it's an open chat, so it's not all pre-scheduled with pre-made videos and all this stuff that I normally do. So we're going to go through some of the things that you've seen before, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., I'm going to do one of my Dragon Deal live shows. You come in, you tell me what you want, you bid. It's not really bidding. I tell you I want $1 for this item, you write it down, $1. You pick out all the items you want. You need to tell me what you want as they're up, because that makes it a lot easier for my employee. But if you don't, we can figure it out. Then after you get to the total of all the items you want, you send me a chat message, and you do it in the show, because he has to box that and weigh it, so I know what it's going to cost to ship. If you bought a bunch of items, chances are you're not going to pay any extra for shipping, unless it's like ginormously huge. But if you only bought one item, you're going to have to pay. Like if you bought a $1 item, the cheapest box you're going to be able to get that in is a $10 box. So yeah, the item might be worth $10, but you're not really saving any money. So we're trying to fill lots. The more stuff you get, the cheaper it gets. The bigger the box, the less it costs to get you. Well, it costs more to get you, but there's a little more in it. So the price per item becomes better for you. So that's what we do on the Dragon Deals live show. All right, recap. Today, I'll be on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're going to have a great show. You're going to get all kinds of useful tools and information. What do you want? Did I miss my exit?
No.
Oh, you're going to get all kinds of tools that...
Almost.
Almost, yeah. You get next one, right? 1 mile. Okay. You're going to get all the tools and everything you need to run a business tonight. I'm going to recap some of the shows I did before when I have good stuff, guys. Then tomorrow at 7 p.m. you come in and we fill boxes for you. And guys, I'm not kidding you. This is super cheap, because to me, personally, if I wasn't convinced by friend sellers of mine, we'd already had our bonfire. I would have already burned it all up. I don't care. It's a loss to me now. It's costing me money to keep it in my warehouse, rather than my new business that I'm all ready to go with. I can't do it till I have the room. So right now, it's costing me money. This is the time to buy. I've done this before. When I used to sell on Amazon and eBay. I just started on eBay. I didn't really like Amazon. So I was screwing around with eBay. And when I was doing that, I went vintage. I bought thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of vintage stuff. And I sold out of most of it. But I came to a realization at that time, now it wouldn't work.
Turn right.
You can turn that off or down.
No, it says weird.
Yeah, it's real weird. Okay. All right. I needed listings that I could put live, stay live, and just add inventory as I needed. So I did that. So I still have like $50,000 worth of vintage stuff in my curio cabinets. This was much more costly transition, but I'm ready. I'm ready for the next phase of my business. My global stores, turn that music off, please. I cannot have the music sound on. Thank you very much.
I forgot.
Turn it off. You have trouble having music in your background. Yes, I heard it. If I heard the show tomorrow, you'll make a lot of money. If you decide to do it. If you don't, I'm only going to do a few of these shows. If I don't start making some sales in there, bonfire time. And I'm not losing a thing. I'm saving time. It's you, my watchers, that are losing out on a great opportunity. And, you know, people say that to you and they don't really mean it. I truly mean it. Like when I say it's a loss liquidation sale, that means whatever I paid, I'm going to sell it at a loss. That's a real loss liquidation sale. You hear that all the time and nobody does it. I'm really doing it. So if you know people that need products and don't have very much money, this is an opportunity to take advantage of my good shopping and pay less than that. So I look forward to seeing everyone at night where we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to go over my apps. I need to go right here. Is that correct? Useless.
Oh, you're still fine.
Well, you didn't answer my question, did you? All right, guys, I'm going to have to let you go. We're driving through the park. You want to see what we're driving through?
Nice. Well, it's almost done.
Well, now we're almost done. Now it's all boring. Is there any zigzags up there? Oh, no. We've already finished all the pretty part. You can't really
The
see
lake,
it.
yeah. We missed the lake.
Yeah, you guys missed the tree. Well, wait a minute. Is there more tree coverage? No, we're pretty much done with the pretty part. They are building a nice little country club over here. By the way, if I really ever decide to move from my farm, I'll be living right here off the park. I'm about to where I would like to move. The Swope Park is over on the left where the zoo is. Where they're doing this construction, I'd like to live kind of near here on the right side. I don't know if you can see it up the hill there. You might be able to see it on the that they're rebuilding. It's nice, isn't it?
Let's make it nice.
Oh, very nice.
Spend money.
And we're almost to where I want to buy a house. I want to buy. This is after I get rid of the warehouse and probably I don't know if I'm going to see my friend every day because we go see my friend every day because it's right next to the hospital. The hospital is on the other side of the park. The one that I normally go to, I'm going to a different one today. But I really, really kind of want to move there. I used to live in Kansas City a very, 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 very long time ago. Now I'm not where I need to be. I need to go right.
No, it's right.
No, I need to go
Yes,
right.
no, it's
I
right.
need to go right. What did I miss you for? Guys, well, I'm going to let you go. I am almost, see, this is where I turn left.
You missed it, yeah.
No, this is where I turn left.
Yeah.
His GPS is useless. I need to let you guys go.